What happened to my room? Oh, there's the camera. What's up, everybody? It's been a month since I last uploaded, and you know what? Since this is gonna be the last video of 2022, let's go and look back 6 months of my time on YouTube. So, let's get going. Okay, so the first video was called When You Get Given a Task to Do. Now basically it was just a day in the life because I had nothing to do after my exam period, and as well, obviously, the start of my vlogging journey. Now, it wasn't perfect, so in the end result wasn't, you know, the best, but it was something to start me off as my first video. So let's move on to the second video. Alright everyone, so the second video was called Timeless Vlog When I Ran Out of Ideas. Now this video, I finally found out I can do transitions, did more with the editing and filming, but it's just basically a mini day in the life again because I ran out of content ideas even though it's the second video. I did a previous video, but I didn't like it, so I ended up doing this one, which obviously did better than my first video, and I was pretty proud of it. Pretty happy that I shared it to friends and everyone basically, and yeah, it obviously did better than the last one. Let's move on to the third video. Third video was called 2 vlogs into 1. I decided, no, I'm gonna film Wednesday and Thursday, put them together and see what happens. And it's another day in the life. You see where this is going, you see the pattern. Vlog stuff, you know what I mean? Anyway, I kept improving in terms of editing and the filming as well. I decided, you know, do different shots and different patterns as well. And overall, I'm having a good time at the moment, so it's going good so far. Alright, I think I'll end it here for now. I'll see you in the morning.
I can feel it in my bones, and nothing to ask no. Got me looking like a clown. Someone always let us down.
Oh, it's raining. Look at that. Cue the music. Alright, good morning. As you can tell, currently having breakfast. I might as well talk about the fourth video on my YouTube channel, and that is Introvert Doesn't Plan. Now, originally, that day I didn't plan anything at all. And it's like, you know what, I'm gonna film myself. I didn't plan anything, and we'll just see how it goes. And being myself as an introvert, I didn't really talk that much. I added that into the title as well, because that was who I am back in the day. But yeah, I generally didn't know that blow up. My editing finally went up another level in terms of filming and editing. I did more transitions, learned about masking, and all different techniques. And I was pretty proud of that. I didn't know it reached to that standard. I don't know if it'll ever reach to that standard in any of my videos, but you never know. Once you keep improving and, you know, learn more techniques, we might get there. So we'll talk about the fifth video later, once I've finished my records. So the fifth video on the YouTube channel was called Replacement Car Reveal. Now basically, that was all about our original car getting serviced during that day. So we got loaned a replacement car, and you know what? It's self-explanatory from then on. I might as well show you. Okay, let's show you the car. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. You've seen part of the video already, I've shown you it, but if you want the full video and full explanation, review and everything of the car, I guess you should go and check it out after this video. Anyway, let's move on to the sixth video, and it's, well, another special video again. I'll tell you all about it in the next segment. So the sixth video was called Why I Left My Hometown. Now to sum things up, we went on a weekend trip away as a family, and I filmed it, of course. Went to a holiday park, went to the beach, we played some basketball as well, explored the area, and it was just a good little break before we get back home before A-level results day, which I didn't film, unfortunately. But yeah, that is just it really. Anyway, let's move on to the seventh video. I'm pretty sure it was the British Motor Show, so let's go. The British Motor Show of 2022 was absolutely a great experience as well. And honestly, I could have filmed more, talked about, you know, the different cars there and everything, but, you know, being an introvert myself, it kind of sucked because I started filming and talking when I was outside near my house the next day. But it was a great experience. I was able to see different cars, Ferraris, Aston Martins, Nissans, Hondas, Toyotas, any different electric cars as well. So I'm not a car enthusiast, but it was a great experience. Now let's move on to the 2 videos about Wales. The 8th and 9th video on my YouTube channel was officially my last holiday, because this was the trip going to Wales. Now, both titles were Introvert Goes to Wales Part 1 and Part 2. And this was the first time for me and my family going to Wales, so obviously it was going to be a memorable experience, and it had to be filmed and everything, and edited as well, because I want to look back over it. I wanted to look back over this year and all the videos I made and cherish those memories all over again for the second time. So to summarize everything of that trip, we went to Birmingham to stay there for a night, then we visited Portland Dog Harbour, Port Merion Gardens, and had a quick montage at the basketball court, and I visited the Wales beach. I guess that's it. I'm never gonna forget it. But now this was the time where university was going to hit, and these next videos were obviously where I'm gonna be staying for university, so we'll talk about that later. Okay. Hi. So basically, the 10th video on my YouTube channel was called Visiting Portsmouth. Now to summarize all of that, we went to visit Portsmouth, me and my dad, for the first time, and it was the last week before moving in. So, you know, I needed to experience what the area was like. So I visited Gulmouth Keys and Spinnaker Tower, since my accommodation was around that area. And yeah, we stayed at Premier Inn for that week as well. But this was the last week before moving in, so I did a quick edit to show what it was like visiting Portsmouth for the first time. And yeah, there you go. I'm gonna miss everything that I've done so far. Okay, on to the next one. So the 11th and 12th video. The 11th video was called First Solo Adventure, and the 12th video was called University Moving Day. Now for the first solo adventure, basically I got homesick. So I think it was just like a few weeks in, and I was like, you know, I need to visit back home. And plus I needed to try public transport, because I've never tried it in my entire life. So this was a great opportunity to do so. And of course the 12th video was the University Moving Day. Another self-explanatory video. Basically moved in. I didn't get to film the move-in as much, because I was busy like moving everything in, and I didn't have time to film. So that's my fault. But anyway, that was it for the 11th and 12th video. Now let's move on to Phil Sock and the studio tour of my accommodation. Take number 1000. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so the 22nd of September, that's when the Freshers Fair happened for the University of Portsmouth. And that's when I decided, you know what, I'm gonna film this video, Phil Sock plus studio tour. Now, basically I got to meet the Philippine Society of Portsmouth, got to meet the committee, president, vice president, and everyone in the committee. And then the day after, I got to do a studio tour. Now, Thursday was probably the most memorable, because, you know, got to meet everyone at the committee, got to meet a few new faces in the society as well. And you know, we got along very well. And obviously the Friday afterwards was the studio accommodation tour, and that pretty much sums up for the 13th video. Now let's move on to the 14th video and maybe the 15th. For the content, let's go. Anyway, the 14th and 15th video for my YouTube channel was called A Day in the Life plus UPFS Meet and Greet, and the 15th video was all about a Sunday solo trip. Now, for the 14th video, basically it's a normal day in the life, the usual university Portsmouth student vibes. And then you add the Philippine Meet and Greet as well for the University of Portsmouth, and I got to meet so many faces, not just from the Freshers Fair, but, you know, across the university. So, got to know about their different years, what they're studying, and just getting to know each other really. And we also had some games and activities there, and it was just a vibe. And then the 15th video was a solo trip. Now I went to Jollibee. Basically sums it up. I miss Jollibee so much, so I was like, you know, let's go celebrate my parents' anniversary by going to Jollibee, since I can't be there with them. So that's what I did. Went to Jollibee, took the train to London, and had the Jollibee there. Even if I was lonely, I still missed the food, so it didn't really matter. So alright, so next video is the 16th one, and let's move to that. Maybe include the 17th, but we'll see. So the 16th video was basically my productive days video. Now that vlog was all about me being productive. So uni work, group presentation, helping out with that, especially with the slides, and cleaning, and doing all sorts of chores, things around the studio and outside as well. And yeah, it was pretty simple, that vlog. I wanted to try and be productive for once, and I made that happen, just for you guys and for myself. Anyway, the 17th video though was all about me being back home, and to answer the question, how do you vlog or how do I edit one video? And there's only one answer that I can give you to help you out with your videos and with YouTube or just filming in general. Now you have to watch the video so you can find the answer. Alright, let's move to the 18th and 19th video, which is hopefully the last 2 videos that I have to explain. Okay, finally, the 18th and 19th video. So, I'll put both of them up on screen. 48 hours as a UOP student, and mini Q&A and my thoughts video. Now, basically, the 18th video was all about 48 hours in my life as a University of Portsmouth student. Now, I basically took you along outside what I did during the day and what I did during those 48 hours. Last but not least was the mini Q&A and just my thoughts. Now, to sum up, basically, I thought that was going to be the last video on my YouTube channel, but it ended up being this one as the last one. So, I basically put my thoughts in there and answered 3 questions as well during that video. So if you haven't watched them already, I guess you go watch them both. And that's it really. Thank you all for watching. It's been a wonderful year, 2022. I really don't know what to say to this year, but thank you 2022. I'll see you in 2023 hopefully. So wherever you are, stay safe and I'll see you soon.